We're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. The return man, Ty Johnson, and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets lead at 7-0. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action with Hurts, sliding out of the pocket. Right side caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So, Charles, this defense going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on third down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson.
He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To throw is Wilson.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
On the slant, he's got Davis.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Griffin.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Elijah Moore
With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Throwing his Hurts.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you see.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down now, it's Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Steps under pressure again, and down he goes again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore. His 3rd touchdown of the game. 10th on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Flush to his right.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Boston Scott, his first carry.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Smith catches left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On 1st down, Scott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go again with Scott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Hurts to throw. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Carter at 1st down and more. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a big play that time by the Jets. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Carter. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. That will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone. That's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And some room to work. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Extra point splits the uprights. And lead will slow by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man here is Scott, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Airing it out deep for Smith.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
The point after is good. And it will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll try to run for it with Carter.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll drop to throw. Finding room at the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurts throw here complete to Ward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
Back again up in this entertainment for you. Come for my ends, you get this double. Straight to your bubble. Entertainment because I love you, bro. So watch your tone if you don't wanna rumble. You pop like you forget we know you're not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't not